Charge. Give this character a power action, half its speed value for the action, move this character up to its speed value, and then it may be given a close combat action as a free action. A character using this power ignores knockback. Charge can be used with super strength, exploit weakness, quake, flurry, blades, and steal energy. Let me show you one of the most deadly uses of charge. You can use charge, super strength, and exploit weakness all together. And this is what Doomsday has here. He has 10 movement, so when you use charge, you half that, rounding up, so it's a 5 movement with charge. He's gonna go 1, 2, down on the bottom, pick up this object, and charge on Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has impervious, but Doomsday has exploit weakness. So when he uses exploit weakness, it goes through damage reducers, is penetrating. So this attack would do 6 damage. Doomsday has a 12 attack on Wonder Woman's 18 defense. This is a deadly attack using charge, super strength, and exploit weakness. I also want to explain a little bit more about the charge movement itself. Let's cover Wonder Woman and Captain America up at the top of the screen here. Wonder Woman has charge, super strength, and she's a flyer. And we have Captain America, he has charge and quake. And he is a grounded character or standard boot character. Now, if they were to charge on Superman down here, who do you think would be able to actually charge on him? Well, here's the answer. Because Wonder Woman is a flyer and she's on elevated terrain, she can actually fly down here and make a charge. So that is a legal move for her to do that. Now, Captain America, he has an 8 movement and he's on elevated terrain, and Superman is on, you know, standard elevation. When you use charge, you half your movement. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's in range, but this is invalid and you cannot make this charge because they're on elevation. So he would have to be able to get down onto Superman's elevation. The only way to get down is to use the ladder here or over here. So let's half our movement and see if he can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He cannot get there because he cannot just fly down. So that is another thing you want to consider. Now let me show you how to use charge and quake. Captain America is going to charge on Flash. 1, 2, 3, 4, going up onto the different elevation, and he is going to use quake. Now quake does a lock damage of 2 and causes knockback damage, and he attacks all adjacent opposing characters. Flash has no damage reducer, so he would take the damage. He does have super senses, but for this case, say he misses. 1 and 2. Flash is KO'd. One thing I want to cover is how charge affects knockback damage. When you take damage that would cause knockback, either on doubles or quake, you take your damage, say a quake would do 2 damage, 1, 2, and you stay there. And now you decide if you take the knockback. Flash at this moment has charge. Charge lets you ignore knockback and knockback damage. So at this point you would not get knocked back 2 squares. So you take your damage and then you assess if you have charge, and if you do have charge, you do not get knocked back. Now on the flip side, this Flash has charge and flurry. So now he's going to charge and flurry on Captain America. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has a 9 attack, and he's going to flurry now on Captain America. Say he hits the first time, Captain America will take 2 clicks of damage. He took the 2 clicks of damage, now he has combat reflexes, so his defense will go up by +2 if he's attacked at close combat. Since Flash is going to make another close combat attack, it'll be a 9 on an 18 now. This is a much harder attack to land, but it's still possible, and let's say he still hits him. Takes another 2 clicks, and that is how to use charge and flurry. Now on to charge, blades, and exploit weakness. This is what that Superman has. He's going to charge on the other Superman. Now he's using charge with exploit weakness, and you can roll blades because you're making a close combat attack. So this could potentially be up to 6 damage if you roll a full 6, and it's exploit weakness, which is huge. So that's a very good combination, almost as good as charge, super strength, and exploit weakness. Say if you roll 6 for blades, this would be 6 damage here going through toughness. So that's really, really awesome. You obviously can just do charge and blades if you want to, but if you have exploit weakness on the dial, you definitely want to do that. But if you don't have exploit weakness, you could still do the charge and blades, and still that's a really good combination. The last power is charge with steel energy. You use your charge, you make your close combat attack, deal in 3 damage and vulnerability. You take 1 click of damage, so that would activate steel energy because your opponent took 1 click of damage, and then you would heal a click. So that's a good example for charge and steel energy.